日本時間30日、ドジャースの大谷翔平選手が2番 DH として2試合ぶりに先発出場しました。8回の第5打席で10試合、46打席ぶりとなる14号ツーランホームランを放ちました。久々の一発に、大谷もほっとした表情でホームインしました。今シーズン初めて、得点圏に走者がいる場面で本塁打を放ちました。打球速度は103マイル、約 165.8 キロ。飛距離は380フィート、約 115.8 メートル。角度は34度のホームランでした。これで大谷は、リーグトップの16本塁打を持つブレーブスのマルセル・オズナ外野手に2本差に迫りました。大谷が打った瞬間、米カリフォルニア州地元局、スポーツネットロサンゼルスの中継では、実況のスティーブン・ネルソン氏が、打球はレフト深くへ、ニューヨークでの初本塁打となるか、入った、と興奮し、解説のエリック・キャロス氏も力強すぎる。体が右側へ動いているのに打球をレフトへ大きく飛ばせる打者なんて見たことない。右打者が引っ張ったかのようだ。彼がトルクで生み出す爆発力は、まさに唯一無二だよ、と大絶賛しました。その模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介していきます。
Kirsten joins us once again live with more on Shohei. Hi, Kirsten.
Hi, John. Yeah, if we go back to game one of the doubleheader yesterday in which he played, he went 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts. But Dave Roberts today, he talked about how he felt like as much as the results didn't show, there were some positive things that he saw in those at-bats. So he talked about what he's been seeing from him and how hopefully he can start to get things going again.
I still feel great about Shohei swinging at strikes. I think that McGill was throwing some cut fastballs that were kind of coming running in on him. I really feel that today it's going to be a good day for him. I see some balls elevated. And I just don't see as much chase. There was some chase in off, but that was a cut fastball. But I still think I like the height of where he was swinging at those pitches. And if he does that, you'll see the slug again.
You've talked about in the past just trusting the guy behind you. Do you think it's still a process with him to kind of not buy in, but to trust the guy behind him and know that on this team there are guys behind him if he takes a walk?
I think that we've got that in place. He hasn't walked a lot lately, but I still believe that he's swinging at the right pitches. As far as height, there's some balls that are in off, but I do think that he has the trust of Freddie and Will behind him. I do.
Now Shohei Ohtani, who played the opener yesterday, went 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts, and then had game 2 off. The Dodgers trying to manage his workload, and especially with the contusion he sustained a couple weeks ago.
Right, and if you look at the box score of Ohtani yesterday, you go, he didn't do anything, but he hustled down to first, didn't allow a double play. Freddie Freeman gets up, base hit RBI, next pitch.
That's a point you highlight often, Kane. It's a big one, is looking at big spots beyond the box score. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Ohtani. Peterson kicks and fires, and Ohtani sends one the other way. That's tailing over the head of Taylor. No, he runs it down. Another first pitch. This is grounded foul on the right side. Because of yesterday's results, with Shohei going 0 for and Mookie going 4 for 10 in the 2 games, got a new batting average leader entering play on Wednesday, that being Mookie Betts.
They may be fighting for batting average, but my guess is they're going to be fighting for MVP. That's
which is saying a lot for Shohei, given that he is a primary DH. I mean, you haven't seen it.
No.
I mean, David Ortiz had some monster years as a DH, never won MVP, right? So that's the mountain that Ohtani is trying to climb here in 2024 without his pitching. Ground ball to second. McNeil will run it toward Vientos. But if anybody can do it, it's the unicorn. Ohtani with a base hit. Vargas will come around. 3-0 Dodgers.
So nice. Vargas draws the walk and gets to second by the errant throw, and Shohei wasted no time in driving him in. That ground ball, 114 miles an hour off the bat. Infielders had no chance.
Heck of a Time for your first hit of the series, so forget 1 for your last 12 or 2 for 23. He's 1 for 1.
1 for 1 with a steak right there, huh?
In the air, left field, hit deep. Does he have his first in New York? You bet! Cross Citi Field off the list. Add 2 more to the scoreboard.
Really just so strong. I don't know that I've ever seen a hitter where he's going to right, his body, and the ball is flying way out to left. And that's like a right-handed pull hitter. And that's something that is so unique about him. The torque he gets, the explosion. I mean, I remember I was talking to Mike Scioscia. You see, so he's going, he's not leaning towards left center. His body is going towards right field. And I remember talking to Mike Scioscia, who had him with the Angels. We were at a fantasy camp earlier this winter. And I said, what's the most amazing thing about Shohei? And he said, I'm telling you, EK, you're going to see him hit balls to left and left center that just keep going and going and going. And they're like right-handed pull hitter. And that for me right there, you know, that wasn't 600 feet. But that was, I mean, that's as impressive as the home run I saw in Washington.
And now he smacks one to deep left field. Nimmo goes back, takes a look, and it's gone. He's contributed now an opposite field 2-run homer by Ohtani, and the doors have been blown off this game. The Dodgers with a 6-run inning. They lead it 9-3. 14th home run of the year for Ohtani.
He is very strong, got tremendous power to the opposite field. You know, he opens up. Watch him fly open a little bit, and he's just so strong.
Hitters talk about backspinning it. No one does it better than Ohtani.
Nomar, Shohei, Ohtani happens.
0-2 pitch. It goes the other way. And yeah, not many people can just go the other way, flick it over there, and then drive it out of the ballpark.
Flick it.
And hit it that way. Did it look like he just flicked it? I know, right? That's what's just so scary. And he just stays on it. Oh, no, 0-2. I'll just stay back just enough and just kind of, gosh, he's so strong.
He'd probably tell you he didn't get all of that in his eyys, but hey, when you're sure you don't need to.
3 miles an hour, 380 feet the other way.
I mean, why wouldn't he? You know, to me, Shohei, this is the biggest separator, I think, when you're talking about other players. A pitch that's, you know, away, a little bit on the edge, can still miss it at the angle that, you know, it's not a line drive angle, right? It's a pop-up that can go out. He's so strong. He has so much length, and that's the most incredible thing about Shohei to me.
And he was off to such an incredible start this season, Nomar. He was hitting in the 360, 370 range for a while. The last dozen games or so before today, very un-Shohei-like, at least what he's shown us early on, hitting in the low 200s. But today, with the RBI single and the home run, was a really good sight.
Listen, we know there's ebbs and flows of the season. I mean, that's part of hitting. I mean, this game is difficult, but he obviously, early on in that Dodger uniform, he set a pretty high bar, and we're expecting it to stay there. Listen, he's going to have some downs, but at the same time, he's going to do things like this and supply the ups. It's just a matter of time. Yep. I mean, the home run obviously was nice. I really like the RBI he had up the middle even more because of the critical moment of the game. And when you really need that, he came through. Obviously, you know, what separates power hitters and just hitters with power? Power hitters can miss hit balls and they carry out for you. Power hitters with power have to square it up perfectly for them to go out, and they do it consistently. But this guy is so strong. He can go out there, like we said, it looked like he flicked it, but, you know, I'm sure he didn't just flick it. This guy is squaring up the ball regularly, and we're seeing that.
We talked about this a little yesterday, but having that work day on Monday, like, does that kind of day where the guys are already here, but then they don't end up playing, like, does that allow guys to just work on things differently than they would in any other kind of normal day?
I think so. I think so. You know, you're here, you're ready to and then it turned out to be a work day, and Jason was the biggest beneficiary of that from talking to hitting coaches. So it was good to see it kind of pay results, show some results too.
So Shohei is now 100%?
No, I wouldn't say he's 100%. I don't know. You can ask him. But he was smart in the sense that there was a couple plays that he slowed down, which was smart. But that first inning, I thought he really hit a ball hard, and Taylor made a great play going to his right to the line, and then elevated a ball going the other way for the home run. So, we talked about it earlier, today, and I just felt, he was on his way as long as he swinged good pitches, and I thought he was going to elevate some balls today.
Was the Pryor here today?
No, he had a family function situation with one of his kids.
How does McGinnis do?
He did great. Yeah, Connor did fantastic.
また、大谷に14号を許したホルヘ・ロペス投手は、その後フリーマンの打席で、カウント2、1からのスイングがノースイングと判定され、三塁塁審に激怒。口論の末に退場を告げられると、グラブを客席に放り投げて試合から退きました。試合後の取材では F ワードを連発しました。地元放送局 SNY をはじめ複数のメディアが、ロペスが DFA になる見込みだと伝えました。大谷翔平の14号ツーランの裏では、ロバーツ監督が球審の判定に対してベンチでノーと怒りをぶちまける場面がありました。追加点を挙げるチャンスで9番のバルガスに三振判定が下され、バルガスは驚いたリアクションを見せました。球審の判定に納得がいかなかったロバーツ監督も思わず感情をあらわにしました。SNS 上では、これはひどい。どこがストライクやねん。などと多くのコメントが寄せられました。今回の第14号ホームランで、大谷はメジャー26球場目の本塁打を達成しました。全30球団の本拠地球場制覇まで残すは6球場となりました。これからも大谷の活躍から目が離せません。皆様からのコメントもお待ちしております。